Welcome back. A Connecticut teen is making waves in the entertainment industry, most recently starring in Disney's Haunted Mansion alongside Danny DeVito, Tiffany Haddish, Jamie Lee Curtis, and others. Now, while Chase Dillon is still a youngster in the industry, he is already leaving a lasting legacy behind. So let's go ahead and introduce you to the man of the hour. Good morning, Chase.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. We are so excited to have you here on Fox 61.
Thanks for having me.
So for people who are not familiar with your work, let's just go ahead and get started with a little bit of background information. What inspired you to get into the acting field?
Well, when I was younger, 7, I always dreamed of being an actor. And, I grew up off of watching Nickelodeon and Disney like any other kid. And I just seen that the kids were having fun and it felt like my calling.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about acting?
The favorite thing, I'd say probably meeting new people, traveling, and yeah, that's probably.
Awesome. I'm sure you have a lot of cool experiences.
Oh, for sure.
Now, you're not only an actor on the big screen, you've also worked on some personal projects. Can you tell me a little bit of what you have going on?
Well, I'm a director and also a producer.
Okay.
I have written movies that we're about to go into production. But so yeah, I write, I direct, and things like that.
Yeah, now Chase is a part of SAG, and you guys know that they are on strike right now, so we can't get into the nitty-gritty of some of those movies. He's got to stand in solidarity with the other actors, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, you are a 13-year-old college student. My goodness, tell me about that.
Well, I'm just completely thankful to the Stanford University team for giving me this opportunity to go to the school. But yeah, it was all divine connection, and so yeah.
Yeah, okay, that is awesome. So you're not only a student, you're also kind of helping to pave the way and pay it forward for other youth who are interested in getting into arts, entertainment, that entire industry. So there is a scholarship named after him, this young man, brilliant, the Chase W. Dillon Scholarship Fund over at Stanford University. Now, we are going to loop in a professor from Stanford University this morning, Dr. Freedom Chichini. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this conversation. If we think about Stanford University itself, it's actually Stanford Leland Jr. University. It's named after a 15-year-old child, Leland Jr., who died of typhoid. So it was born, the institution itself was born out of sorrow. It was a mother that was grieving the death of their son. And so the university is named after a 15-year-old.
Oh, wow.
And so, yes. So we were looking into what does it take to fulfill the charter, the mission of the institution itself. It was founded on the basis of making an impact for the betterment of humankind. And if you look at this young man, Chase W. Dillon, he is the embodiment of what we need in the world, of what the institution stands for. He is also the embodiment of what the world needs today. We have a university named after a 15-year-old. Now we can have a scholarship fund that is named after a 13-year-old. It's a whole new game. It's a whole new story in terms of like where we are moving forward. So imagine not declaring a major, but declaring a mission. That is who Chase is. Chase has a mission to impact human beings in the world. Chase has a mission to build free children's hospitals right here in the United States, as well as all over the world. And so this scholarship will have an endowment, and the goal is to have an $8 billion endowment named after Chase to represent every single human being on the planet. That is the kind of vision that Chase has.
Awesome, incredible, just so, remarkable what you're doing at such a young age.
Thank you.
Now, who is the scholarship open to?
Well, the scholarship is open to, children. My goal is to help children who have genius minds and that need an upper class of learning at their young age. And so we're sending them to college for free. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that is definitely a big help with the rising cost of college tuition for a lot of families out there. Now, you all will be giving away, I believe it's 4 $250,000 scholarships in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's going to be a big ceremony for that. The 3rd annual Youth Humanitarian Awards happening in Atlanta, Georgia. That's a cool event.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you feel about, just paying it forward and giving other people an opportunity to explore some of the things that, they love, but you've also discovered you love along the way?
Well, I just really been inspired to help people and, things like that. And me going into the industry, I found out that a lot of kids don't know how to do that. And a lot of parents don't have the capacity, nor do they have the knowledge on how to do it. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, wow, this is crazy. A lot of kids can't follow their dreams because nobody will teach them how. And the people that may teach them how might not be the right direction. And so I thought of doing this event. And so to help the kids follow their dreams just like I wanted to follow mine.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we want to say thank you to Dr. Chichani again for joining us this morning. Now, how can people, really quickly before we head out, how can people keep up with what you've got going on? Give us your socials or your website.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram, Chase W. Dillon, and if you want to get more information about the event that I'm having, you can go on Google and go to youthhumanitarianawards.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck to you in the future.
Thank you so much.
All right.